the power to protect your debit cards in your hands. Simply use the free app to turn your card on or off in real time as needed. It also helps track your purchases. You'll receive a notification each time your debit card is used, before the sales clerk can provide you with a receipt. Prevent fraud, control spending with Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Well, good morning. It is 7:02, Mix 104.1. We're on MixTV.tv. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. As we say good morning to all of you here. And let me tell you what's going to be happening this hour on Mix 104.1. Coming up at noon today, the Bradley County Commission will take a vote which has received a lot of attention. They are about the rezoning of property behind the old Waterville School on Dalton Pike for the SPCA to have a new facility. Now, the SPCA bought the property from Bradley County. However, recently, the Bradley County Planning Commission voted to not recommend it be rezoned from residential to commercial. So we're going to really delve into this issue quite a bit in this hour. We have several guests coming in between about 7:15 and that following hour. So stay tuned. The vote comes at noon today by the Bradley County Commission. And basically the vote is, the question is, will they uphold what the Planning Commission has recommended or will they actually approve a rezoning? So we're going to delve into this. It has a lot of impact potentially for our Bradley County area, especially as it pertains to animals. And we will, of course, there's two sides of this story as usual. So we'll get into both. And we welcome both sides as we always do, and we want to hear from them. So that's what we're going to be doing a lot this hour. Commission will vote at noon. And that will be carried live on MixTV.tv. Our correspondent, Ryan Felton, will be there. He's also going to conduct some interviews following the meeting. The Tennessee Public Utility Commission approved the addition of the 729 area code in the current 423 area code region. Officials say with so many new residents moving to East Tennessee, an additional area code will be needed to create additional phone numbers. Also, with Azure Flight Support's contract with Cleveland Regional Jetport ending in June, 4 of their employees might join the City of Cleveland workforce. At a recent Municipal Airport Authority board meeting, it was recommended to hire these staff members. The city estimates an annual cost of about $215,000 to cover those staff members. That's courtesy, by the way, that story courtesy of the Cleveland Daily Banner. Also, in our news this morning, the WATE Television Knoxville is reporting that the State General Assembly approved the, quote, Protecting Minors from Social Media Act, requiring that parental permission for minors to access social media platforms. The law aims to empower parents to monitor their children's online activities and will be enforced by the State Attorney General. The bill is set to take effect in January. And Fox 17 Nashville spoke with Governor Bill Lee and members of the House and Senate and asked if they believe all three parties will come to an agreement on the school voucher bill before the session ends, which could be any day now. Nashville's WZTV Fox 17 said Governor Lee and other Republican leaders believe they're making progress and will reach an agreement before the session ends. But some Democrats that they spoke with says there's still a wide disagreement between both chambers. The school voucher bill, known as the school choice bill, would give families the choice to send their children to private or public schools. Right now, the governor, the House, and Senate have 3 different versions of the bill, and the Senate's version aligns more with Governor Lee. Meanwhile, members of the House are pushing for some changes. The governor said, quote, I am certainly hopeful and confident we'll get to a place where that becomes law in the state, end quote. That's the latest local and state news coming up on 7:07. Let's get our first check of the streets here On tax day, Bridget, you always skip out on it, but
I try
somehow
to.
you've managed to elude prison. Let's go over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, it's time to get a great Hardee's wake up. Oh, a Monday morning. What will be better to start than a great breakfast at Hardee's? And I can guarantee you there's a Hardee's near you.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think?
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at
Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Platforms, Honey Baked Ham, Target Shopping Center, Frontage Road, and Paula Parkway in Cleveland.
At Alchemy Med Spa, they are excited.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. 60 this evening. For tomorrow, we'll have mostly cloudy skies, a high of 84 and a low of 63 tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, overcast skies with a 40% chance of rain showers and a high of 74. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 53 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Key Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Mix 104.1.
Back to the music. Keep on coming back.
Good morning and a very happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Local 3 News today. I want to start off a little bit more big picture and talk to you about the entirety of the week ahead. Now, generally our high temp this time of year is 73 degrees. So what you're going to notice, a lot of bars above that. We do have a warm week ahead, particularly today and tomorrow. 85 for your high for this Monday, 84 on Tuesday, Thursday back up to 84. Now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to slowly step down. This is because we're going to have this kind of slow moving approaching cold front into our area. And it's also going to bring some rain chances too. So no worries for the day today. A few scattered showers for your Tuesday, particularly Tuesday morning, and then again Tuesday night. About a 50% chance for Wednesday, and then you'll notice Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that 50 to 60% chance. Now, kind of the rain timing for everything for this weekend has been fluctuating quite a bit over the past couple of days. So certainly check back in for updates as we get closer, but I wanted to make sure to give you that heads up. Those rain chances are at play for Saturday and Sunday compared to the beautiful weather that we had this past weekend. Hopefully you got outside and enjoyed it. Now, if you want to do some work outside in your garden, spring flowers, everything's starting to grow. Here's what to expect today. A mild start at 8 a.m., 61 degrees. Sunny skies really throughout the day, hitting 78 at noon, and then that warmth certainly by 3 o'clock in the afternoon at 84. Now, I started to talk about this last half hour. I want to give you a little bit more details for your air quality and allergy report, because for our far southeastern communities, you're under the moderate level, but you're going to notice just outside of our area, kind of in those mountains of northeast Georgia, they do have that code orange, kind of that orange level, meaning that it's unhealthy for sensitive groups. So if you do live, say, in Elrod, in Blue Ridge, kind of traveling that direction, be aware of that for this morning time. The great majority of our area under that good air quality as the day progresses in Chattanooga, forecasted to just decrease a little bit. So go into that moderate air quality for today. Mold count is low, but that pollen count, it is roaring again. Very high for that pollen count. Tree pollen in several trees right now at play. Plus there's also some grass pollen as well. All right, from that allergy report, let's take you outside for clouds and radar. And you can see how quiet it is this morning time. Really nothing happening out there. To our north, there's a couple of frontal systems, a cold front that's swinging up from this one here into the northeast, and then a warm front extending from the one in the central plains. And that's really going to keep all activity outside of our area to the north and west. For us here in the Tennessee Valley, you get the sunshine for your Monday. Again, it's going to be beautiful outside today. That wind coming up from the southwest. A few clouds kind of roll into our area late afternoon to the evening time. That's really it. Overnight tonight, clouds are going to be on the increase, and you'll see a few light showers possible for your Tuesday morning. Notice Tuesday afternoon doesn't really have any activity though, so dry conditions for a large part of kind of the daytime hours.
Served by Taziki's coming up on 7:16. And Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Eli Bolin. He is 16 today. Also, Madden Snyder is 21. He's an engineering student at UT. Amy Wilhoit is celebrating a birthday today as well. Helen Dover is 93. That is from her son, Freddie. Josh and Tracy Cartwright, they celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary yesterday. And then Bennett Susong is 4 years old today. And the birthday wish says Grammy loves him very much. Happy birthday, Bennett. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritapest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It's 7:17. We've got a unique next hour or so, and we are going to delve into a really big issue that a lot of people care a lot about. And so what we decided to do is to take the next hour and hear from both sides of a big question here. And it's having to do with the SPCA and property and animals. And there are passionate feelings on both sides. And so, as we have been doing since 1957, we're letting people get on the air here and give us their opinions and their ideas and what they think. And so we are doing that here this morning. Let me remind you, the Bradley County Commission will vote on this question of rezoning this property, which would either pave the way or deny a new SPCA location behind the former Waterville School on Dalton Pike. So that's at noon today. We'll have live coverage on mixtv.tv. So I'm joined now, and our first, I guess we'd call her speaker this morning. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to say it. Former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Peak. Good morning, Charlotte. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Let me just begin here with you, and you're a former Bradley County Commissioner. Here, you posted a Facebook post, which I'm sure you're aware of here. Here's what I just want to quote some of this post that you made about this question of the SPCA. You said the headline, Bradley County Commission, I'm quoting now, flip-flops on the SPCA. Four former county commissioners say the current county commissioner's rumored flip-flop is inhumane. You also said, rumor has it that the county commission has already counted their votes, 7-7, for the rezoning, which that vote is today. So, Charlotte, with that as a backdrop, tell me what you meant by all that.
Well, politics as usual in Bradley County. That's what I meant by that. When I polled the commission, that's what I came up with, and they've already polled themselves. I was there for 3 terms. I know how it works. They can all deny it, or some of them can. But we know how it works. I don't envy their position right now at all. I was there. I know the dilemma that's going through their minds, especially when constituents come up before you and are screaming louder than the ones in favor of. But it has to be looked at in different ways so that you're being fair to the entire community, not just the district that the question is in. So SPCA has over 1,500 legitimate signatures with addresses that are verifiable and telephone numbers. However, the opposing against the SPCA rezoning has over 400 of just signatures that aren't legible, no addresses, you can't verify what district they're in. District 6 said they would vote, or one of them, Commissioner Ledford said he would vote with whoever had the majority, but he's still going to vote with the opposing. So there's a lot of things to consider. The only thing I think that they need to consider, and I understand the public hearing is so that you can hear all the voices from everybody, and that's what a public hearing is for, and I respect everybody's opinions and views on it. However, as a former county commissioner, I'm looking at this one fact. The county commission already voted to sell the property to SPCA, knowing full well what SPCA does because they fund them yearly over $230,000. So there's no excuse. They knew what they were doing. They sold the property to SPCA. Now to back up and say they don't want to rezone it, or rumor has it that it will be 7-7. We'll see if we get one to flip. But if they don't vote to rezone it, they're reneging on a promise that they already did. There's just no excuse for that. It's laughable. We'll be the laughing stock of Tennessee to go back on that promise. But number one, that is they voted to sell it to them. The rezoning does meet all the legal criteria to be rezoned. That's the other thing that I would look at if I was a commissioner. We voted to sell it, is what I would say. And the second thing is it meets the legal criteria. The only reason the Planning Commission voted to deny it was that they adopted a future land use plan. However, that is way outdated, like 12 years old or 12 years out of date. And the Planning Commission chair and vice chair also went before the county commission and said, hey guys, this is prior to their voting on this rezoning for SPCA, and said this is way out of date and ask for guidance on what to do. So they're using an outdated future land use plan that they should have not used, but that's what they adopted to use, plus the law that we use, the criteria to go by to rezone property. So the actual county commission did not adopt the future land use plan, so they have the ability to leave that out and just vote on the legal criteria, and that legal criteria is met, and the rezoning based on that alone should be granted. However,
Okay, we're joined by former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Peak, who, you did this post. I want to quote more from the post that you put out there on Facebook. You said, quote, "Obviously, no one wants a chicken house, a landfill, a dog pound, or a junkyard in their neighborhood. But if the land meets the rezoning requirements, as you just said, then it is a legal request and should be granted." And it says former County Commissioners Charlotte Peak, Erica Davis, Dennis Epperson, and Dan Rawls agree that this potential rumored no vote against the SPCA is inhumane. Tell me what you mean by that as far as inhumane is concerned.
Well, it had to do with animals, so I thought inhumane was a little, it was a good little word to use when you're talking about animals. So right now that property is zoned residential, and so is the area that the county rents to them right now on Johnson Boulevard. So I don't think there is an actual great location for SPCA that is zoned appropriately right now. So if they have to do this hurdle every time, it's going to be inhumane to the animals that are currently sitting on Johnson Boulevard in a tiny little trailer and a garage. They deserve to have a great location and this state-of-the-art facility. And I am 1 block away from Johnson Boulevard. I have houses across the street. I have rentals across the street. I have sold property on that road, and no one cares that SPCA is there. And I would love for SPCA to be on Johnson Boulevard, but it's not an option, never was an option. And now for them to bring this up last Monday that it's an option, it is not. It has never been voted on as an option by the county commission. So I think it was negligent of those that were throwing that out there last week to try to taint the commissioner's ideas, and now they think there may be an option. It is not an option. It is future juvenile offices, and that's what it was always intended to be. It's one of those understood pieces of information in the commission as you have it, just like the property next door to the health department is future expansion for the health department. So we have future uses for that SPCA was never meant to be there forever. It was only temporary. But Johnson Boulevard is not an option. So it's inhumane to continue to let them sit there. We've got to find a piece of property.
Just one more question here. A lot of questions about the septic system. By the way, we're joined by Charlotte Peak, former Bradley County Commissioner. But as mentioned the last commission meeting, it did pass the PERC test. What does that mean? Does that mean the drinking? And what does that mean for the drinking water in the areas around it? It's one of the arguments here. Will it be safe from raw sewage from the SPCA?
Okay, so a soil map was done on the property as the due diligence was done by SPCA before they even made the bid on the property to make sure that it was suitable for the needs that they needed. A soil map dictates how many holes and how many will perk and where on the property a septic system is suitable to go. Not all the property is suitable for a septic system, but in the areas that it was perked, it did meet those requirements. The state is very diligent about granting septic tank permits, but their whole argument is that the feces from the animals will contaminate their drinking water. Septic systems contaminate drinking water on a far greater scale than feces from animals. And there's septic tanks all around that from brand new houses that have been give a septic tank permit. So if the land was not suitable, SPCA would not be going there, or they would not have chose to go there. But all of that stuff is irrelevant to the rezoning request when you look at the legalities of it. Shouldn't even be taken into consideration. That's the purchaser's problem down the road. If they didn't do their due diligence, then they got a piece of land they can't build on or get a septic permit. So they did do their due diligence. All their boxes have been checked. It's a great location. It's next to the fire hall. In my opinion, just based off the legalities of it, the rezoning should be.
We're joined by former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Peak. Final question here, Charlotte. In your opinion, why is the SPCA good for Bradley County?
Well, the county voted years ago to go away from the city managing that, and we have animals everywhere. What are you going to do with them? The city can't take all of them. The county has to have something. This is a third party that does it for the county with funding from Bradley County. But the SPCA is great. They are a no-kill shelter, and I think this state-of-the-art facility will be an added asset to the community and to the needs of our community, to the entire community, not just one district. And our animals have to go somewhere, and it's a great organization.
Charlotte Peak, I really appreciate you coming and sharing your views. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Guys, have a great day.
You as well. Former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Peak. And I do want to make an editor's note here. We did invite the chairman of the Bradley County Commission, Tom Cry, to also come in this morning, but he declined the invitation to appear. The vote is today at noon in front of the Bradley County Commission, and we'll have that live on mixtv.tv. All right, coming up, we have more on this issue. It's a unique situation here on our air this morning. We're taking the hour and hearing from both sides. So coming up, you're going to hear from a lady who is leading the charge against this from the neighborhood. That is the area that was purchased by the SPCA, Mary Wooten. Mary's going to come in and join us following sports, so she'll be on here in the next few minutes. We're going to get her side of the story and why she is fighting this rezoning battle. And so we'll talk with Mary coming up here in the next few minutes. Stand by for that. All right, back sports right around the corner.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there, and as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. Call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, located at 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware, 423-458-3007, online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Vroom. Need a ride? Hop in.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
It's time for your Cleveland area community calendar presented by Tenova Healthcare. Learn more about Tenova Healthcare in Cleveland by visiting them online at tenovacleveland.com.
Stores you can visit to try your new mattress before you buy it. Mermaid Mattress, we're just around the corner.
For today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 84 and a low of 60 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly cloudy, a high of 84 and a low of 63.
Amen.
And then on Wednesday, overcast skies with a 40% chance of rain showers at times, a high of 74. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 55 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, it's a CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. Hey, folks, don't forget CHI Memorial Convenient Care is available to you 7 days a week. Great people. Public Shopping Center, Polo Parkway in Cleveland. This sports report, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. We all went out, a bunch of us, went to the Bradley County Sports Hall of Fame banquet on Friday night at First Baptist. Larry McDaniel, honored as the Old Timer of the Year. It was a tremendous night, a tremendous class. We're awful proud of Larry and all that he's meant to athletics, especially in Cleveland and Bradley County. He's done so much. Big congratulations to Larry McDaniel at the Town Squire. The Town Squire is looking forward to spring 2024 with a great selection of new merchandise, as well as great buys on seasonal merchandise. The seasonal sale happening at the Town Squire, 30% off regular price. New spring arrivals include new Peter Millar, Volunteer Tradition, Southern Tide, and more great brands now in stock at the Town Squire. The shop with the personal touch for over 46 years. In the Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. The Masters, great weekend, a dominant performance by world number one, Scottie Scheffler. Scheffler won his second Masters in 3 years on Sunday, won by 4 strokes in a round of 68. Coming up, we're going to talk with a longtime friend, Lamar Mills, about the Scheffler win at the Masters yesterday. More on that to come. Braves beat the Marlins yesterday, 9-7. Braves at the Astros tonight in Houston. On your Braves station right here, Mix 104.1, first pitch at 8:10. Driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Chase Elliott won the NASCAR race at Texas on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by Dale's Heating and Air. That broke a 42-race losing streak, I guess, for Chase Elliott. Mark Pope introduced as the new head coach of Kentucky men's basketball on Sunday. You think they love their basketball in Kentucky? He didn't do a press conference in a room or an office or a side room or what. No. Overflow crowd at Rupp Arena in Lexington yesterday. But Pope, a member of the 1996 Kentucky championship team, brought members from that team with him, including he brought the championship trophy. Hey, look, don't tell anybody, apparently in Kentucky they think it's 1996. Just don't correct them. It's fine. It'll be okay. But anyway, overflow crowd at Rupp yesterday. Quinn McDowell was named the new head boys basketball coach at Chattanooga Baylor on Friday. McDowell, an assistant at Longwood University, Division I NCAA school in Virginia. Back to the Masters. I'm joined by my longtime friend, Cleveland High golf coach, also the Tennessee Golf Foundation Chattanooga region. Chairperson, director, I guess, Lamar Mills, is that what you say?
Director, yes, sir.
Yeah, director. Well, what'd you think, Lamar?
What a great weekend. Really tough test of golf there on Thursday and Friday. I don't think they've seen winds down there like that in quite some time. And obviously knowing that it was playing the longest Masters ever, you could see those guys were a little baffled by what was going on, and they were grinding for the first few days. But Scotty showed why he's world number one, and obviously tremendous ball striker, but he had the putter hot all weekend, so it was a great Masters to watch.
Certainly it was, and just a great event. But, Scheffler, it really was a dominating performance, although it seemed like midway through the final round yesterday, I think we had 3 players tied at the top, is that right?
Right there at the beginning, yeah. They were a little bunched up, and he just started to separate himself after about number 8.
What makes him so good, your opinion?
I saw a interview with him, and he just said golf is something that he does. It's not it doesn't consume his life, and obviously he's a great player, but he was saying that his parents raised him to be a kind person and to focus on academics and things like that. So I think he's got it all in perspective, and obviously, like I said, he's probably the best ball striker out there on the tour right now. And when he can putt, that seems to be one of the chinks in the armor he has. But when he putts like he did this past weekend, they just can't keep up with him, and that's evident after this weekend.
Joined by Lamar Mills, who is the regional director, Tennessee Golf Foundation, and the Cleveland High School golf coach. He always comes on with us when we have a golf major, get his analysis. They also talk about Scotty Scheffler really showing no emotion. That things really don't get to him, it seems like.
Not at all. I think you saw the most emotion out of him on Saturday when he eagled 13. I mean, he did about a 3/5 pump, and that's probably the most emotion you're going to get out of him. He said winning, he can celebrate that for about 5 minutes, and then it's on to more difficult things. So, I mean, he's really got it in good perspective.
He told there in Butler Cabin, the Green Jacket presentation following the tournament, he told Jim Nance he's about to make him cry, talking about his upcoming first child as he was heading back home to Dallas. His wife couldn't join him. I think that's probably the most emotional he was all weekend.
I would say so. I mean, no doubt.
Who are some other golfers, some of the other golfers from this weekend that stuck out to you, and maybe not just for now but the future?
Well, I think you really got to look at the runner-up, Ludwig Ahlberg. I mean, that young man played in his first Ryder Cup last fall, and now he's playing in his first Masters and finishes runner-up. I mean, he was really soaking it up yesterday and really taking it in. I mean, you can't discount Morikawa. I mean, he's got 2 majors. He was shooting for his 3rd major yesterday. I think his time, and really probably the one that stood out to me that was in the moment for most of the time was Max Homa. I think Max is probably going to see a major out of him soon. That's a young man that's lost his card twice and got it back and has a renewed focus in what he's doing. So I think those names right there you're not going to see go away anytime soon.
All right, Lamar, thank you so much for joining us again. And hey, while we've got you, if people want more information about the Tennessee Golf Foundation, what should they do?
They can just go to ChattanoogaGolf.org. And once they go to ChattanoogaGolf.org, you can find all of the programs that we have going on from a foundation standpoint. Anything locally that's going on in golf, you'll find a resource or a tool to take care of it from there. So,
how about we talk next month for the PGA Championship?
Yeah, it sounds good. It's going to be right here in our back door at Valhalla in Louisville. They'll have a hometown kid that I know a lot of people will be pulling for, and that's Justin Thomas. So he's got to get his game in line, but that's home for him. So it's going to be interesting to see another major, really in close proximity to us. And this is a unique year. I mean, you think about it, the U.S. Open is at Pinehurst. The 3 of the 4 majors are really in a pretty close drive from us here in Cleveland. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people in our area that are going to get to take in 3 majors in 1 year, which is a cool experience.
Well, I tried to go the Masters, but I was thrown out. So I got to about the gate, and they threw me out, Lamar. So I went over to John Daly's party he was having. So
see, that's bad when you know that Greg Norman can get on the property and you can't. That's something else.
Well, and he didn't even win one. All right, thanks, Lamar. Have a great day, buddy.
Dude, take care.
All right, Lamar Mills. All right, it is 7:43, so stand by. Coming up, we are, if you're just joining us, we are taking this hour to delve into the issue of the SPCA and the rezoning and a new location for the SPCA, which is in question very much so. Bradley County Commission will vote today at noon on the rezoning, which, by the way, was taken, basically defeated by the Planning Commission. Their recommendation went down in a vote, but now they will, in fact, the commission, of course, has the final say at noon today. They will have a public hearing, live coverage of that very important meeting on mixtv.tv. Coming up, we're going to be joined by the lady who's been leading the charge against the SPCA, coming to her area out there behind the old Waterville School. We're going to talk with Mary Wooten coming up next. Stand by, plus Bobby Ludwig in a moment.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and...
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Steve, good morning. Happy Monday.
And to you. All right.
I was hoping Cluck Norris. I'm outside this morning. I was hoping Cluck Norris would be out so I could you could get him on radio, but he's not. He seems. I think he's still in the coop. We gotta. He's out. He's doing. He's strong and well, Steve. So
well, that's good.
Cluck's doing well.
Much like yourself. And hey, you and I had lunch recently, and you know what? I was really dreading it, but it turned out to be not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad to hear it. So, well, what were you dreading so much?
Sitting with you for an hour. I couldn't imagine.
Okay, gotcha.
But no, we had a very nice lunch. But here's what happened. Eating with you, we had so many people coming by the table we could hardly talk. Everybody wanted to meet Bobby Ludwig.
You know that. You know that's not true. They all. You know everybody in Cleveland, Steve. We have to eat at a nondescript location. Because you know absolutely everybody that walks through the door.
Well,
but you're well known. You do a great job. Your voice is known in the community, and your face apparently.
We were at Aubrey's, so that was a consolation prize. All right, so hey Bobby, what's up this morning?
Yes, sir. Hey, markets were on sell-off mode on Friday. The Dow down 475 to close at 37,983. The S&P down 75 to close at 5,123, and the Nasdaq down 267 points to close at 16,175. So markets is sell up. The futures are up this morning. We'll get some of that back. We'll be back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Bobby, how can people reach out to you and come see you in person?
That's right. Give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Ocoee, right by the old Liner gas station.
Bobby, have a great day, buddy. Tell Clark I said hey.
See you.
All right,
I'll do it.
All right, thanks. All right. Well, right now, I told you we've got a very unique hour here that we're doing, but we feel like the issue is so important. The SPCA. And then also the issue of rezoning out in the area of the former Waterville School. That question the Bradley County Commission today at noon. The big vote, and we're going to have it live on mixtv.tv. But right now we're joined by Mary Wooten. Mary has been a very vocal person against this rezoning. Mary, good morning.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing good. Well, first of all, Mary, tell us about yourself a little bit here.
Well, I've lived in Waterville community for almost 50 years now. I live in Bennett Acres, and we love our community and we support our neighborhood.
Mary, so first question, why are you against this? Why do you not want this?
I want to start off first by saying that no one in our community is against a new animal shelter. We're all for it. However, what you have to consider, and anyone in Bradley County knows, that we get our water supply from Waterville Springs. The animals would have to have an outside run. Their feces and urine will go directly into the water stream. We also have people in that neighborhood that have wells. Can you imagine what that would do to well water? Dog feces causes E. coli and other serious diseases. SPCA knew when they went down there and placed a bid on the property that it's zoned residential. And it's my understanding that actually SPCA went to Mayor Davis requesting to purchase the property, no one knowing that it's residential. No one in our area knew that this property was going to be up for sale or up for bid. So therefore, hardly anyone gets a newspaper anymore. It came out in the newspaper on, let's see here just a moment, December the 21st. That's the first that anyone in our community knew anything about this. There are homes on New Street, Cross Street, Plantation Drive, and Truett Road that borders this same property. If a dog shelter goes in there, that's going to be right in their backyard.
We're joined by Mary Wooten. Mary, let me back up here a little bit. Now, the SPCA, the proponents of the shelter coming to your community there, they say that the state the study of the water and that sort of thing that's all been overruled. They say that everything would be fine. Basically, we had former Commissioner Charlotte Pekin here saying that those were state mandated and approved studies. What do you make of that?
I find it hard to believe. If you will go down there and walk over the property, you will find out that you have to have on knee boots, rubber knee boots up to your knees in order to walk on that. It sits on 6 spring heads that feeds our water. I realize that we have a filtration system. However, when you have springs underground, there's so much of that feces and urine that will get into those springs. Most cities put their animal shelters close to their landfill. Example, Catoosa County and Walker County, Georgia. As a matter of fact, in Hamilton County, Chattanooga, Tennessee, McCamey has theirs out near a landfill. I called each one of these shelters, and I asked them, I said, why do you have this out near your landfill? They said, well, we can't put this in a residential area, and that's common sense.
Mary Wooten joins us. Mary has been leading the charge, one of the leaders of this from your community. Let me ask you something else. Should rezoning, in your opinion, be a voting issue resolved by popular opinion, or should it be about law and code, in your opinion?
In my opinion, when you ask somebody to let me back up here and just make this comment. SPCA placed a bid on that property knowing that it's zoned residential, expecting our commissioners to rezone it for their particular use. In my opinion, that's just not right. Again, that's in a very congested residential area that should never be there. There's not anyone that would want an animal shelter in their back door. That's just common sense. And by the way, I would like to comment here that we only solicited, when we got out and did petitions, we only asked the people in Waterville community. We did not go outside our community to get people to sign the petitions. However, Miss Cheryl Dunson stated in the commission meeting that they solicited to the alderman group to petition their petitions.
Mary, let me I don't mean to interrupt you at all.
No.
Let me ask you this. There's been a lot of questions about the validity of your petition. Charlotte Peak on here earlier saying that really, they're basically questioning the validity, not just Charlotte, but others. How do you respond to that, saying that your petition that you've done is not valid?
Well, that isn't correct because people in Waterville community signed it. Each person that signed it wrote their name and Waterville community. Now, I was told by the county attorney to do not put an address or telephone number on there.
Okay. We're joined by Mary Wooten. And Mary, let me ask you also, let me see here. There's been comments made, and I'm going to give you a chance to go one way or the other, just get you on the record, that you're against the SPCA. Is that true?
No, sir, there's no truth to that whatsoever. Okay. I grew up with animals, so we are not against. I have animals of my own. I have 2 dogs and a cat. We are not against that, and I have stated that in every meeting that we have had, that we're not against it. No one in Waterville community is against it. However, again, we do not want that on top of our water supply. That's just common sense.
Mary, one other point I'll make, and then anything you have to add to this, obviously you're welcome to do that. But let me ask you something, and you've said this publicly. You've been threatened?
Yes, sir.
You've had death threats?
Yes, sir, I have.
That's what you've said. You've had death threats. You've had threats to yourself, to your person, to your family. Tell me about that.
I've had received telephone calls telling me if I do not back off of this, that they will kill me, that my house will be burned to the ground. When we were in the rezoning commission, this obese lady came up to me and threatened me verbally. So yes, sir, I have had many threats. And to me, that says a whole lot about people that are supposed to be reputable people running SPCA.
Okay, Mary, anything you want to add here? Obviously, the vote's at noon today. The Planning Commission turned down the request, but obviously it's up to the commission. There's going to be a lot of attention on this at noon today.
That's
right?
Correct. That's correct. And I just pray that the commissioners will stand behind us. I'd like to finish what I started here about the petition. No, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
SPCA went to the group at Lee College that tried to get our monument removed from uptown. Caused a lot of unrest in our city, something that has never had before. Back on the threats that I have received, not only have I received threats, Miss Louise McClure owns apartments there on Plantation Drive that have been there for 50 years, has never had any vandalism or anything. Someone went over there and cut into her electrical supply, which could have caused the house to burn down. Another thing that I would like to comment on is the fact that our commissioners are elected officials. They were supposed to be our voice when we have an issue such as this. However, in the meetings, several of the commissioners have been extremely rude. They talk to you like they are a judge and you're on trial. I find that very disturbing because they are supposed to be our voice. All we're trying to do is defend our property, our water supply, and keep the value of our property up. That's all we're asking. Again, no one in our community is against the SPCA. I have never been against SPCA. My husband and I, in our will, we're leaving them $1 million. However, due to this, we're going to decline on that offer.
Oh, wait a second. You're saying that in your will, you and your husband were going to leave the SPCA $1 million.
That's correct, sir.
Okay. But now you're not.
Now we would not leave them one penny because of the way we've been treated. When someone threatens to take your life, they threaten to burn your home. I'm 81 years old. I've never had anything like this to happen to me in my entire life. And no, sir, we would never leave them a penny.
Mary Wooten, I appreciate you coming and thank you for your views.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, as you can see and as you can hear, this is a very deep issue here this morning. The vote will be at noon today. We had former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Pekin earlier this morning. We've just, as you've just heard from Mary Wooten from, as she has said, has lived in the Waterville community for over 50 years. And now, following the 8 a.m. break here, the news break, we're going to be joined by the SPCA. Regent, just a quick question here. If they're not going to leave the $1 million to the SPCA, I mean, we're here. I don't want to say anything. We're here. It's tax day. I didn't know. I was going to say something, and then I got all serious. We'll have okay. So we'll have live coverage at noon today. MixTV.tv. Let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Eli Bolin. Eli is 16 today. Also, Madden Snyder is 21. He is an engineering student at UT. Amy Wilhoit is celebrating a birthday today.
That's my sister-in-law.
Well, happy birthday,
Amy Wilhoit. God love her. Go see her over at the Truist Bank. She'll take you for a tour of the vault over there.
There
Wow,
you go.
yeah.
Helen Dover is 93 today. That is from her son, Freddie. Josh and Tracy Cartwright, they celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary yesterday. Bennett Susong is 4 years old today. The birthday wish says, Grammy loves you very much. And then Kit Carson is 23 today. This is Austin's nephew. So happy birthday to Kit.
Austin, you manage to have a relative on the birthday list every day. Have you ever noticed that? Thank God. He left his mic at First Baptist. He was covering the Old Timers Hall of Fame Friday night. We were all there at First Baptist, and he left his microphone there. Hey, Beasley, don't ever let him have it back. Please. We'll be there Thursday night with FCA. So anyway.
That's right. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, it's 8 a.m. We'll have Fox World National, Local, and State News to come.
Hey, guys, I'm here with Dan. He's our new general manager.
Attention, shoppers. Don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave. The value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your heir?
With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
Get 45 months no interest financing on any premium mattress set. Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
They have partnered with Cinnabon to bring a new morning delight to breakfast menus nationwide. The Cinnabon Pull-Apart is available now at Wendy's.
All right, 8:04. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
In honor of our 45th anniversary, get 45 months no interest financing on any premium mattress sets, only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny to partly cloudy skies, a high of 85 and a low of 60 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 85 and a low of 63. And then on Wednesday, cloudy skies with a 50% chance of occasional rain showers and a high of 74. Your current Milligan vein temperature is 55 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
By Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Israel's war cabinet's meeting now to discuss a response to Iran's attack Saturday night.
President Biden will meet with Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani in Washington. The pair likely to discuss this Iranian attack against Israel that included hundreds of drones and missiles. Reports indicate President Biden told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu the Americans will not support or participate in a counterstrike against Iran.
Fox's Trey Yingst, a police officer, a sheriff's deputy, and a suspect are killed in a shootout in Salina, New York, outside a house after an attempted traffic stop.
They heard what sounded like someone manipulating a firearm from inside the residence. Moments later, there was an exchange of gunfire between at least one suspect and the officers and the deputies.
That's Syracuse Police Chief Joe Cecil. Stock futures are higher. Last week was the worst of the year on Wall Street. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Mix 104.1, good morning. We're on Mix 104.1 Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We're on MixTV.tv. And as you have, if you've been with us for a while, you know that we have taken this past hour and talked about the situation. The Bradley County Commission, they'll have a vote on the rezoning of property for the SPCA coming up at noon today. We'll have live coverage of that very consequential Bradley County Commission meeting at noon today. You can watch the meeting live on mixtv.tv. More on that to come. We'll be joined by our friends from the SPCA of Bradley County in just a few moments. All right, the Tennessee Public Utility Commission approved the addition of the 729 area code in the current 423 area code region. Officials say with so many new residents moving to East Tennessee, an additional area code will be needed to create additional phone numbers. If you currently have a 423 number, you will not be required to change your phone number. The new area code will be used for newly issued numbers. Also in our news this morning, Governor Bill Lee says he is optimistic about an agreement on the school voucher bill, despite conflicts. WZTV, that's Fox 17 television in Nashville, reports that Governor Lee and members of the House and Senate told the television station that that they believe all three parties will come to an agreement before the end of the session, which could be any day now. The governor and other Republican leaders believe they're making progress and will reach an agreement before the session ends. The school voucher bill, also known as the school choice bill, would give families the choice to send their children to private or public schools. Right now, Governor Lee, the House, and the Senate have three different versions of the bill, and the Senate's version aligns more with Governor Lee. Meanwhile, members of the House are pushing for some changes. The governor told Fox 17 News, quote, "I am certainly hopeful and confident we will get to a place where that becomes law in the state," end quote. And also in our news this morning, the Tennessee General Assembly approved the Protecting Minors from Social Media Act. This, according to WATE Television in Knoxville, requires parental permission for minors to access social media platforms. The law aims to empower parents to monitor their children's online activities and will be enforced by the Tennessee Attorney General. The bill is set to take effect in January. Well, continuing a tradition started a long time ago by my mentor, Tom Rowland, and that is to take issues and to bring them to bear in front of the public, to bring both sides of an issue. We've been doing that this morning. Tom and WCLE won national awards doing that over the years. So we continue in that tradition this morning. The SPCA, we have officers joining us now. Steve Anderson. Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you're the chairman of the board. Is that right?
That's correct.
Steve, thank you for joining us. And Cheryl Dunson also here. Cheryl, tell us about what you do with SPCA. You're on the board, I believe?
I am. I've been on the board since 2018 and joined the board when I discovered a hoarding situation in my neighborhood, and have been on the board since that time and currently serve as the secretary.
All right. Well, Steve, I want to begin with you as the board chairman. First of all, just catch us up here. Obviously, there's been a lot of attention on what's going to happen today at the commission meeting.
Yeah, we're very excited. You know, the commission originally agreed to sell the SPCA the property there on Dalton Pike with a 13-1 vote. So we're very optimistic today that the county commission will do the right thing and pass this zoning so that we can build this new state-of-the-art facility.
All right. Cheryl, so the commission 13-1 approved the sale. Then what? Then what happened?
So with that said, after
move that mic down a little bit,
I'm
Cheryl,
sorry.
if you like. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so with that said, at the end of the commission meeting, one of the commissioners asked Steve to come up and ask and said, "What is your next step?" And Steve told him that that would be to get rezoning of the property, which is located behind Fire Hall number 12, right off of Dalton Pike. So there really wasn't any secret about who we were, what we were going to build, and what our intentions were for the future of SPCA. So with that said, we received permission from the Bradley County Mayor to apply for a zoning change. Typically, you have to own the property before you pursue something like that, but the mayor said as the potential property owner, he would allow us to do that. So we completed a zoning application, submitted it to the Planning Commission on the last day of February, and then on March the 21st, we went before the Planning Commission to present our argument on having the property rezoned from residential to commercial.
And they denied that.
There was a motion made to approve it, but it failed on a vote of 2-6.
Why do you think they denied it?
There's a lot of speculation about the land use plan and how outdated it is. I know it's almost 10 years old. I think that our county has grown in such tremendous ways that the plan doesn't really reflect the growth of our community. And I think that that was one of the main reasons, even though the land use plan says that that property is to be residential.
Board Chairman of the SPCA, Steve Anderson, joins us. Board Secretary Cheryl Dunson. Steve, why this property? Why did you want this property?
Well, the SPCA had been on a look for approximately the last 2 years, trying to find a good location. When this surplus property come available from the county, the SPCA was interested. We looked at that piece of property. Our first thoughts was, it's back behind the fire station. It's loud, coming and going day and night. So really didn't anticipate any kind of an issue being in that location. There's not a lot of residential houses directly around it, and it just suited our needs. We needed something to be convenient. We respond to 911 calls for the county, and generally just need a good location so we can get from point A to point B in a timely manner.
Steve, I do want, and I'll give also you as well, Cheryl, just an opportunity to answer, to speak to the complaints that have been filed. We just had Mary Wooten here, has been very vocal from that neighborhood, from that area, that Waterville area. What do you say to those people who say, you know what, about their water supply, about the noise, about the odors, stuff of that nature? How do you answer that?
We've addressed all that with the Planning Commission and the County Commission in the past. We will build this state-of-the-art facility. There will be buffers around there to help with the noise. The current location we have on Johnson Boulevard is smack dab in the middle of a residential area. There's houses, new construction recently built across from it, and not one single time that I'm aware of that have we had any complaints for sound, smell, anything along those lines. It's never been an issue.
The water supply?
The water supply, we have done our research on that as well. We had a perk test done, come out showing that the septic will work in that facility. So we've done our due diligence before we ever even placed a bid on this property.
Cheryl Dunson, give you a chance here. What would you say to these questions, I guess you'd call it, from the neighborhood there?
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is that as a former landfill management company employee, I'm very familiar with groundwater issues. And one of the things that I did with the help of an engineer is to look at the groundwater. And if you take where the location is for the new SPCA facility, and you take where Bennett Acres is, and the neighborhood that has come out in opposition, actually, even though you're going south on Dalton Pike, the elevation rises. So we've got an elevation of they're higher in elevation than we are, between 41 feet and 174 feet. And so I think everyone can agree groundwater doesn't travel uphill. So the groundwater issue, as far as being a threat to that neighborhood, is not relevant. As far as odors, you can go to Johnson Boulevard right now, which are very dilapidated, very outdated, woefully inadequate, and you can pull up to the dog building and you won't smell a thing. We do a terrific job. I say we. Our staff does a terrific job with what we have to work with. And so noise, contrary to popular belief, these animals are not going to be held outside at all hours of the day and night. They will be maintained inside, but they will have the flexibility and the luxury of being able to go outside during certain times of the day. So I think we have addressed the issues that some of the residents have brought to us. And this is something good for all of Bradley County. This isn't just about the 6th district in which I live. I am a resident of the 6th district. This is for all of Bradley County. This is something good. It's not costing the taxpayers 1 red cent. We have raised all this money with the help of the Community Foundation, $1.2 million for this new facility. We have looked and exhausted our resources on property that checks all the boxes. Zoning didn't. Water, electricity, all of the things that we need to make this a reality. And zoning is the last box that we have to check, and that's where we're at today. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm truly a believer that if it's intended to be, it will be. If not, then we'll start again.
Okay, and I want to talk about that in just a second. We're joined by the board chairman of the SPCA, Steve Anderson. Cheryl Dunson is the board secretary. Let's talk about, you talk about the state-of-the-art facility. I'd like, how many animals you would be able to serve also. Just tell us a little more about the facility, Steve.
Well, roughly we anticipate the facility housing about 50 canines, the cat population somewhere roughly around the same. With this facility, we plan on having a medical facility in there as well. So, we're going to be able to give back to the public. With this facility, we're going to have a green space, a dog park, somewhere where the community can actually come and enjoy what we built for them.
Okay, and then Cheryl, same question. Anything else you'd like to add to that?
I just think, to reiterate what I've just said, this is not just about the 6th district. This is for all of Bradley County. We have a contract with Bradley County. We are their vendor. We are in our 10th year of existence. Before SPCA, the county contracted with the city of Cleveland. We've saved them a tremendous amount of money. $226,000 a year is all we get from Bradley County. So as I've said, we've raised this money through the goodness and the generosity of local donors.
Cheryl, if the Bradley County Commission upholds the recommendation of the Planning Commission and this fails, what then? What then would happen? Steve or Cheryl?
I think we're going to take a break. We need a break. We've been on this quest for about 2.5 years. But we'll resume.
Steve?
Yeah, I feel the same as Cheryl. I mean, we have really pushed hard to find something that's adequate for us. I feel today the commission will make the right decision. They agreed to sell us the property knowing what we were doing. So I feel like, they will make the right decision today and vote to rezone that property for us.
All right. I appreciate both of you coming. Cheryl Dunson, Steve Anderson with the SPCA. Thank you both very much.
All right, thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right, a reminder that the vote of the Bradley County Commission will be at noon today. We will have live coverage on mixtv.tv. Ryan Felton, our correspondent, will be there. He's going to be doing some interviews after the meeting and getting views. We understand this is a very passionate issue, and that is why this is something unique for us. We've taken the last hour. We want to present both sides of the issues. We appreciate those who have agreed to come and present their sides of the issue. And really, Bridget, when we say creating community, that's what we're all about here.
That's right. This issue is important to a lot of people, so that's what we're here for.
It certainly is. So anyway, so that's it. Now, if you're just joining us, we started this literally 1 hour ago. And with former Bradley County Commissioner Charlotte Peak, you can go back and watch what you may have missed since 7:15 this morning, back on mixtv.tv. let's do this, and then we'll get a check of the streets. But you know all this about the animals. But who's going to keep Mark Shepard? I mean, Christy doesn't want him.
I think she does a pretty good job of keeping him.
I don't know about that.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. Their annual Healthy Kids Day is coming up this Saturday. It is free and open to the public from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. You can bring the family and enjoy a day of fun-filled activities, games, and food. That is this Saturday at the Cleveland Family YMCA. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Are you going to the Healthy Kids Day?
Yes, I'll be there from 10 to 12.
Making sure your children are healthy. The kids are healthy, ladies and gentlemen. And no child left behind. We begin with Rodney Murray. Also Saturday, the Bradley County Relay for Life. We're looking forward to that. Going to talk with our friends. This is Relay Week here at Mix 104.1. We have been involved with our local relay for every one of the 31 years that they've been going. And we're going to begin our coverage of that this morning and in just a few moments here.
This half hour, the Mix...
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us! Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Peyton Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think?
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at
Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
All Safe Storage, up to 5 locations now in Cleveland and Bradley County. See Ed Brown, his great team. When you call All Safe Storage, you can get your new customers get their first month free. Plus, you can also get a free Penske truck rental, local rental. All Safe Storage, all gated, all video surveillance at All Safe Storage. Visit their website for more, allsafetn.com. Go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, 827.
Right now, you can get our new 45th anniversary two-sided mattress, any size, for only $5.99, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, sunny skies to start off the morning, and then a few afternoon clouds, a high of 85 and a low of 60 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 85 and a low of 63. And then on Wednesday, we'll have cloudy skies with a 50% chance of occasional rain showers and a high of 74. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 56 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
All right, we are very excited. It's Bradley County Relay for Life Week. We're joined by Scott Palmer and Tammy Brian, representing the Relay for Life Committee. Good morning, folks. How are you?
Good morning.
We're great.
Yes.
Great to see both of you. And Scott, I want to begin with you. Tell me what's happening. What's the latest on this Saturday?
Well, we have a big celebration coming up. This is going to be bigger than last year. We've got one of the things that we're really promoting is the auction, silent auction, and some of it will go live auction. But we have over $20,000 worth of face value things so far, over 100 items and packages where we've pulled things together. We've got battery-powered tools. We've got oil changes. We've got things, gift cards from restaurants from all over the local area. A lot of the local restaurants and chains and businesses have really helped support us this year. And last year. We've got Tommy's Boat out of Chattanooga has done some great stuff with surfboards, wakeboards, inner tubes, and even a one-day boat rental on a pontoon boat we'll be auctioning off. So we have a lot of things. We've got, let's see. Golf.
Yeah, Tammy, fill in here.
Yeah.
Jackson Chair has donated 2 very nice chairs. One was over $1,000. One's over $1,300 worth on that. So we've got those. We've got NASCAR tickets, packages going to Nashville, Pigeon Forge, Bristol. There's it's a rhythm and blues Bristol package, hotels included and everything, gas cards, everything. So it's a full weekend. So a lot of different things. There's kids bikes, so there's really anything for everyone. Definitely, this is a family event. We want everyone to come out and enjoy.
The Bradley County Relay for Life this Saturday. We're joined by Tammy Brian and Scott Palmer. Scott?
We had one other thing. Last year, Resolute Forest Products delivered toilet paper and paper towels, and we sold those at a very, very inexpensive case prices. And we're going to do that again this year. So they've been a big help for us.
Tammy, let's talk about the schedule this Saturday. When folks can come out, what are we expecting this Saturday as far as the schedule is concerned?
So schedule-wise, it's going to be a soft opening at 2 p.m. And then, so teams will be set up, people can start going, but the actual opening ceremony will be at 5 p.m. We'll do the survivor require survivor lap at that point, caregiver lap. It's not too late. We want to get as many survivors as we can, so please register, come down. We can even get you registered day of. Caregiver lap will have a lot of entertainment. We have the Trash Can Band from Arnold coming, Lance the Magician's coming. We actually have a Chinese dragon ensemble from Atlanta coming in to do so. A lot of local entertainment, also outside entertainment. The auction will be starting. It's silent auction. It will be going from 2 o'clock on. We will close it down about 6:30-ish so that we can get that done before the luminary ceremony at 8. We're, of course, having the second annual ice cream eating contest by Mayfield. That's going to be at 7 p.m., so we'll have that. This is the 31st year of Relay, so we're going to have a breakfast, birthday celebration. Little Debbie has donated some of that, so we're going to have that going on, and then we will end with a luminary ceremony, and we're actually adding this year a bell ceremony and we've got a local individual that's going to be playing bagpipes for all of that. At the very end of that, we've had issues in the past with people kind of leaving, even teams packing up. So this year, to try and keep everyone there, we're going to have a chance drawing at the end, and if individuals stay for, you have to be present to win, but there's going to be 2 different Pigeon Forge outings. One is valued at $350 and one's at $200.
Wow.
The $350 has like the Moonshine Mountain roller coasters, NASCAR Speed Park tickets, Rainforest Adventure, Wonderworks, Island, Alcatraz, tons of different tickets. And then the other one is for the Lumberjack dinner and adventure park, and that's 4 tickets. So that'll be at the very end. As long as people stay, get a ticket, we'll be handing those out, but you have to be present for those.
Scott, it's going to be a great day around the courthouse square.
Yes,
this Saturday.
Yes, it will, and we're looking forward to it. Like I say, this is going to be a bigger year than last year. We've got things for the kids. We got things all the way up through golfers who golf outings, Top Golf. We've got Country Club has donated tickets as well. So we've got a lot of things going on for everybody.
And we'll be broadcasting live as usual from the Relay for Life. Scott Palmer, Tammy Brian, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to have guests from our Bradley County Relay for Life every day this week. It's Relay Week. We're looking forward to it this Saturday on the Courthouse Square. And we'll come back with more. Don't forget news on the hour coming up, plus all the news on our website at mymix1041.com. Obviously, earlier this morning, we profile the big vote the Bradley County Commission has about the SPCA facility and that rezoning request. That's at noon today. We'll carry that live on mixtv.tv.
This update is brought to you by
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
All right, celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary yesterday. Bennett Susong is 4 years old today. Grammy loves you very much. And then Kit Carson is celebrating a birthday today. That is Austin's nephew. And then also just seeing this one here, Angela Mathis is celebrating her birthday today as well. Happy birthday to Angela.
American Cancer Society representative for this area, our longtime friend.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Angela.
Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427. And let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Still no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by Drain Right Guttering. Call them at 423-472-7018. Online at drainrightguttering.com. The go-to gutter guys.
This half hour of the Mixed Morning Show was presented by Southern Body Reform. No diet, no exercise, just results. Southern Body Reform. Mention Mix 1041 and receive your first month for $149. That's over half off. Call 899-0441.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 85 and a low of 63. And then on Wednesday, mainly cloudy skies and a 50% chance of occasional rain showers with a high of 75. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 59 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
For more than 40 years, the Chattanooga Heart Institute and CHI Memorial have been leaders in the treatment of heart attack, heart failure, and bypass surgery. Our team of board-certified cardiologists, cardiothoracic surgeons, and clinicians, as well as support staff, provide award-winning comprehensive cardiac care. Learn more at ChattanoogaHeart.com.
What a day and what a weekend, the Masters. 86 Masters tournament in Augusta. World number 1 Scotty Scheffler won his second Masters in 3 years on Sunday by 4 strokes at a round of 68. Scheffler, who went home to Dallas to welcome his first child, and the big winner, obviously, over the weekend. Braves beat the Marlins yesterday, 9-7. Braves will be in Houston to play the Astros tonight here on your Braves station. First pitch at 8:10 right here on Mix 104.1, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Chase Elliott won the NASCAR race at Texas on Sunday. We had that on Cleveland's Home for NASCAR. Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by Dale's Heating and Air. Mark Pope introduced as the new head coach of Kentucky men's basketball Sunday in front of an overflow crowd at Rupp Arena in Lexington. He was a member of the 1996 Kentucky championship team, brought members of that team with him, including the championship trophy. And Quinn McDowell was named the new head boys basketball coach at Chattanooga Baylor on Friday. McDowell had been an assistant coach at Longwood University. That's a Division I NCAA school in Virginia. Well, right now, we're joined by Lee University head baseball coach Mark Brew. And Coach Brew, big congratulations. You just won your 700th game.
So it just means I'm old.
And no, I don't think so. I think it means a lot more. Congratulations, Coach.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Steve. So,
but I know you. I know you'd rather talk about Military Appreciation Day.
Absolutely.
So just tell us what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, this Saturday, obviously, it's been tradition for us every spring to set aside a date to honor the service of men and women in the Bradley County community, and to come alongside a need in the community. This year we're going to have the proceeds go to the Disabled American Veterans local chapter, and the neat thing about them is everything they bring in is distributed locally here. It doesn't go into a national organization, even though they're part of that. It's fed right back into our community and to veterans. And so Saturday, 1 p.m.'s the game, but 12:15 to 12:45-ish right there pre-game. We've got the program where we'll bring the veterans out on the field to honor them, and we've got our state senator Adam Lowe going to be there as the speaker, featured speaker, and so certainly excited about the day.
So you also have something before that. I believe that's this Thursday. Is that right?
Correct. Well, Wednesday night we're doing we're doing the live remote at Zaxby's, the north location now, the new location. Right there on, I guess it's Urbane or Tasso. I don't know.
Well, Stewart Road.
Stewart Road. There we go. So I'll figure it out.
Why don't you get around Cleveland a little bit?
Only lived here for 27 years.
Yeah, get outside of the campus. There's more to it than the Lee campus, Coach.
This is true. Come on. But the great friends over at Zaxby's are providing a night. We'll do a live remote there, 5:30 to 6:30, and to feature the event, and also we have our famous wing eating contest for our team, and so some guys will end up sick after that. So but I tell them it looked like they're a tiger or a lion on the Savannah Plains. They come with all their the hot sauce on their mouth and everything. Looks like they've been eating some carcass or something.
We're joined by Coach Mark Brew, head baseball coach at Lee University. So now the public, how can they get involved? What do they need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, T-shirt sales is one of our primary funds of the event. Bank of Cleveland is our primary sponsor who sponsors that. So you can pick up a T-shirt at the Bank of Cleveland, the downtown location. Cleveland Daily Banner also has them on site at their location. And then they can just reach out to me on campus and we'll get them one. And we'll have them at the event on Saturday too as well. That's one way. Obviously, the Zaxby's benefit night, where they'll provide a portion of what you eat that night back to the event. And so that's important. And then honor us with your presence. It's a great community event on Saturday. We have inflatables sponsored by Cleveland Tent that are provided for the kids. Our local National Guard is instrumental in the event, and the local military recruiters. And all of us know someone who served, so bring them along with you or invite them. And because we try to get the word out, you guys are tremendous in helping us with that. The Cleveland Daily Banner is tremendous in helping us with that. And we obviously put flyers in businesses around town, but we understand sometimes the word doesn't get in front of the right people. So I want to make sure that, invite somebody, bring them along, and let's just say thanks, to them and their service to our country. And I think it's an important thing to do.
Coach Mark Brew, Lee University Baseball. Well, Coach, thank you for what you're doing. It's
Absolutely,
just tremendous.
Steve. I appreciate it. So.
All right. Wednesday night, the big live remote broadcast. Carmela Story, I believe, doing that. Couldn't find anybody else. So Zaxby's on us.
Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel. And you're right on that, even below that. We love Carmen and, of course, Coach Brew and Lee University. And this Saturday, the big day, Military Appreciation Day, began about 12:45.
Yeah, we would like for everybody to be in the stands at 12. And 12:15, okay. The program would start, and we'll go from there.
All right. So, good to see you, Coach.
All right. Thanks,
Steve.
Hey,
I'm Amber Morris, and I listen to Steve.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the...
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in store,
Beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why rain on come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Sad news to report here this morning. And it is my really unhappy duty to report that maybe the greatest all-around athlete in the history of Bradley County has passed away. Steve Sloan has died. Steve Sloan, the Bradley legend, passed away in Orlando Hospital on Sunday afternoon. I will say we knew about this, but out of respect for the family, we have not broadcast the announcement until right now. Steve Sloan was 79, born August 19th, 1944 in Texas, a 1962 graduate of Bradley Central High School, and a 1996 graduate of the University of Alabama. Steve Sloan had been in the hospital recently with an infection, and here is the greatest news I could give you today. Steve Sloan was a follower of Jesus Christ and wrote books on his walk with the Lord, his athletic career as an SEC football player, coach, and athletic director. Understand that Steve Sloan, the funeral announcements will be announced later this week. I will say we found out about this last night. We held the announcement because of family considerations, but I was just told that the Nashville Tennessean has done a big story about the death of Steve Sloan. Let me give you a little bit about Coach Sloan, Steve Sloan, All-State 2 years at Bradley Central High School in both basketball and football. He led the golf team at Bradley for 3 years. He was named first-team All-American at Alabama in 1965, first-team academic All-America. He was SEC MVP. He was MVP of the Orange Bowl with Alabama. You may remember, some of you, and if you weren't alive at that point in the 1960s, you've heard the story where Joe Namath was injured. He was also suspended in a game. And, of course, Sloan went in, and they won a national title. He was a member of the SEC Legends Hall of Fame. Also, Steve Sloan went into the inaugural Bradley Hall of Fame in December of last year, so just a few months ago. Was born to C.L., perhaps better known as Preacher, and Virginia Sloan. And they had moved around, and his dad was in the Air Force, but they settled in Cleveland. He had an A average in his 4 years at Bradley Central High School. He was also a lead in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at Bradley Central and at Alabama, where he was recruited and played for Coach Paul Bear Bryant. So again, the word though this morning, there's going to be much more about this. Matter of fact, I'm going to have Gary Owenby and Coach Rowan in tomorrow to talk about Steve Sloan. Just getting the word publicly now, and again, we've known this since last night, that Coach Sloan, Steve Sloan, perhaps this is obviously widely debated, but perhaps the greatest athlete in the history of Bradley County, maybe the most accomplished. Remember, Coach Sloan was a long-time coach in the SEC. He gave, perhaps a lot of people know this, he gave Bill Parcells his first job. But Coach Steve Sloan coached really in a lot of locations with a lot of great success. He coached head coach at Vanderbilt, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Duke, and athletic director at Alabama, then at Central Florida, and back to UTC. Steve Sloan has died at the age of 79. We will have much more on this tomorrow morning, but I never will forget. He told me this himself that night when he played for Coach Bill Walker on the basketball team. They were playing in a Christmas tournament in Greenville, Tennessee. Snow was falling. It was a Saturday night. And there was snow and ice everywhere. And Coach Walker said, you know what, guys? He said, told his team, said, you know what, we're going to have to spend the night. We're going to have to stay here. And Steve Sloan, the leader of that team, stood up in that school bus, and he said, you know what, Coach? We got to get home tonight. I got to teach a Sunday school class tomorrow morning. He was a high school student at Bradley High School. That's Steve Sloan, one of the greatest people. Forget athletics, one of the greatest people I know. All right, it is 6 before 9, and we'll be much more on that coming up. Right now, though, Kyle Elrod is here along with Erica Tuggle representing the Cleveland Public Library. Kyle, Erica, good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Kyle, I want to begin with you. We got a big event later today.
We do. This is our chill out day with Kona Ice. Of course, Kona Ice goes all across the country. There's 2,500 of these now.
Wow.
I know. I only have 5 of them. But it's all across the country. We're going for a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours, in locations all across the country. We're giving out free Konas today. It's tax day. Of course, everybody loves tax day anyway.
Oh, yeah, we love it, Kyle.
So a free Kona is going to make things just that much better.
Wow.
So we'll be at the Cleveland Public Library from noon to 2. And we'll also at Collegedale. We'll be at their public library from noon to 2. And come by and see us and just get your free Kona.
Erica, tell us what you do at the library.
I am the youth services manager there, so I get to do all the fun stuff, like have snow cones in the morning and then eat cookies and have crafts in the afternoon. So we're the most fun place to be any day, every day.
Well, this has got to be a lot of fun for the library here with Kona Ice, noon to 2. Free Kona today. Tell me about that. Tell about the library part of this.
So Kona's coming to join us today, and they're going to be offering their free Kona Ices. They're also going to join us on June 15th for our kickoff party for summer reading. So we'll have them, we'll have the Alliance of Therapy Dogs, barbecue, inflatables, all kinds of stuff, and you can get registered for summer reading. So they're here helping us out with that today,
We partnership with the library on a lot of things throughout the year. And so when it came time this year to figure out where we were going to do Chill Out Day, we've done it at hospitals, we've done it Walmart, we've done it at Lowe's, we've done it all over the place. We wanted to come up with something that was a little more of a give back thing, and what you can do if you come to the library and get your Kona, we will give you a lei for a donation, any donation. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. If you've got a few coins, you can give us that. If you've got more than that, that's great too, but every bit of that will go to the library.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so we wanted to work with them in that way to hopefully help them out and hopefully raise awareness of the library and get some people out and have some fun and relax about your taxes. You know, It's over with. This is the day. It's over with. Until next year.
Until next year. Death and taxes. We're joined by Kyle Elrod, representing our longtime friend, representing Kona Ice. Erica Tuggle, Youth Services Director at the library. Erica, give us an update. What's happening at the library just overall?
We've got a lot of stuff going on this month. We're gearing up for summer reading, of course, but we also have a garden story time on Fridays that you can join us at. That's for 0 to 4, and you can see our resident rabbit, Thistle. As we read stories, we get our community garden going, and hopefully as things progress this summer, we're going to have tomatoes and peppers and all kinds of stuff that you can come to the library and share in our garden with us as well.
Kyle, a final word from you here.
Well, you don't often get to get a free Kona.
I know.
That's
a great opportunity.
Great opportunity. If you've never tried Kona, I can't imagine. But if you've never tried a Kona, come on out to the library. Take a look at the library. That's a beautiful facility.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And we're very fortunate to have that here in our community. Make a great afternoon of it. You know, we're there for 2 hours, noon to 2. Get your free Kona, look at the library, have a great afternoon. It's beautiful weather today. There's no reason not to get out.
Noon until 2. Again, get your free Kona at the Cleveland Public Library. And like Kyle said, they give you one of those leis for a donation of any size.
Also Collegedale.
And okay, we got, so we're in Collegedale.
We're at the Collegedale Public Library.
That's right.
On Appleton Pike there.
I don't usually listen to what you say. So I forgot, Kyle. I'm getting old.
Right beside the Greenway.
Right beside, it's a beautiful Greenway down there, too. Guys, thanks so much. Great to see you.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
All right, we're going to take another time out. We have more to come. Stand by on Mix 104.1 and on MixTV.tv. Solutions.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic are your trusted vein health and wellness partners. This April, take the first step toward healthier legs with the latest cutting-edge varicose vein procedures, such as radiofrequency ablation, Varithena, and VenaSeal. Looking to eliminate those tiny spider veins? The Vascular team can help you achieve desired outcomes and see a reduction in the small red, blue, and purple vessels. At VIC, board-certified vascular surgeons are experts in the latest minimally invasive treatments with a combined experience of over 50 years. Most procedures are quick, virtually painless, and require little to no downtime. Call Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic, your regional leaders in vascular care, at 423-602-2750. VIC is the only vascular practice that welcomes self-referrals and offers timely appointments. They are accepting new patients. Vascular Institute of Chattanooga.com.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
Get 45 months no interest financing on any premium mattress set. Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back.
Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Parties, goodness in the making.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include the casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think? 45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, and tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Elrod Owens Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? checkintocash.com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We have a final set of guests here in our studio this morning. We're joined by Taylor Hill and Balin Jackson with the YCAP program. Good morning.
Good morning.
So glad to have you in here with us. So I know we have a big cornhole tournament coming up, but first of all, for people who don't know about YCAP, Taylor, tell us what YCAP is.
Yeah, so YCAP is a YMCA program. It's an intervention program for kids ages 8 to 14, which is 3rd to 8th grade. We bring them off-site after school during the school year to our location on Smith Drive, and we do things like group and rec activities. We have a huge boxing program. We do academics. It's a free program to all of our families, and so we're just really trying to make a positive impact on kids who maybe are at risk, have behavioral issues at school or at home, have been in juvenile court, anything like that.
Awesome. We've heard so many stories over the years of how YCAP has just changed lives, and it's an amazing program. Balin Jackson joins us as well. So, Balin, a big cornhole tournament coming up.
Yeah, so May 18th, we're hosting a cornhole tournament down at Odd Story Brewing Company off of Central Avenue in downtown Chattanooga. So we're doing it to help benefit the scholarship program that the YCAP hosts. So we have a scholarship program that for any kid that's ever been through the YCAP, they can get it. It helps them pay for any trade schools. It helps them pay for any sort of college, anything they need to get through that secondary education. So we're asking people to sign up. It's $100 per team. If you want to sign up, you can just call me at 423-716-3591. We also have an email, but it's kind of long and wordy. So we're just really trying to get people to sign up for that. You can sign up anytime. You can show up the day of on the 18th. 18th. Sorry, lost my words. When you sign up, you can sign up the day of on the 18th, or you can sign up anytime between now and then. We're just really trying to get this thing going, build up the scholarship fund, and we want to do this yearly because we have a great relationship with the Odd Story Company. So this is our first time doing it. We're really hoping to get some great activity out of it. So that's really. Anything you want to add to the tournament?
Yeah, it'll be really fun. It's going to be hopefully a beautiful day. If not, we have alternative plans too. But your single team entry gives you 2 drink tickets for Odd Story Brewing. So it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have food and drinks. It's going to be really fun.
All right, so April 18th. So give us that location one more time and the time.
Odd Story Brewing Company off Central Avenue. It is their actual address is 1604 Central Avenue, Chattanooga, Tennessee. It is at 1 o'clock. So if you're going to sign up day of, I'd say you probably get there around like noon or so because they are wanting to kind of start a little early. So that's 1 o'clock Saturday, 18th.
Yeah, and all for such a great cause. These great scholarships.
Yeah.
It's really impactful, and these kids really, they need it, and we're able to host and give it and then bring the community together to do so. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, Balin, let us know how to get tickets one more time.
So you can call me at 423-716-3591. And then we'll also have like flyers and stuff spread out throughout town here in Cleveland. If y'all just like see them at Aubrey, see them here, see them there, all over the place. So you can always grab a ticket and sign up that way too. So.
Okay. Balin, Taylor, anything else you want to add here before we go?
Thanks for having us, and I hope y'all have a great day.
So glad to have you both. That's Balin Jackson and Taylor Hill with the YCAP program. We appreciate you guys coming in. All right, keep it here. Mix 104.1 at WCLE. We have more great music on the way. And keep it here. Mix 104.1 WCLE. Do your